Okay guys, what you're looking at is my second attempt on a bone nut for that fender base. You follow me? And what I've done, I've roughed the shape in, and the last one, when I was going across the top trying to get the actual shape down completely, down to the line, or as real close to it as I could follow it cracked on me, right? Now I've since you know, I wrote the people that sold me the bone to complain. I don't know what they're going to do. Anyhow, we're going to try to take this real slow and finish shaping this bone down to that line that you barely see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can see it. So I'm trying to rough in the top of the nut. What I'll do later, once I get it real close, I'll file it. Again, I'm smelling burnt bone. That's getting real close right now. It's starting to take that top shape to it and the curvature. I gotta make sure I'm level on both sides of it. The front and the back is what I'm trying to say. I'll measure that here in a second with my scale, but hang in there, guys. Okay, it's taking a nice, good curvature shape to it the way I want it to be. And later on I'll square up the both corners and the edges to make it easier for a fit. I kind of like it squared up. I don't like it sloped over, because that way that darn bone cracks. When you go in to file it and it's sloped too much, you always have a chance of cracking it because it's so thin. Let's go ahead and get down some more of that bone, down to that line, best I can. You still see it? Yeah, you still see it, can you? I'm going so slow and easy with this that even when I skip around a little bit, it's not going to hurt anything, because I'm not going to go past this line that's on there that I can see, and maybe y'all can't see. Okay? After this, I go to the file. Once I've done all the dremeling work, go to the file. That is taking on a pretty good shape there, guys, the way I want it to be. Yeah, that's as low as I want to go right there in that area, but I want to file the rest of that top and not use Dremel on the rest of the top. Now, the last one cracked once I'd taken off all the beef of it, so to speak, of the nut. This one, I'm going to go ahead and split this one with a saw. I'm going to take a number 10 saw and split this down the middle, or split as much as weight that's supposed to be on it. And that way, if it cracks on me now, at least I'm not too far into it. But I'm just surprised the first one did. I've never had that happen before. And like I said, I always take these things and stare at them. You know, stare at them. I check them out very carefully with this high intensity lamp I've got. If I can find it with this camera. Right there. And I hold it up there real close, and I look through the bone and stuff. It's you know, it's not opaque. It's kind of translucent. A lot of times you can see little tiny fissures and cracks in it. If you know, you magnify it, which I guess I should have done. I come to think I didn't. Damn it. I just looked for, I guess, what I can see with my eyeballs. You don't put a lot of pressure with this vise on the bone, because you don't want it to split on your crack or crumble, because you know, it is flat on both sides, perfectly flat now since the prior sanding I've done on this one. But if you have any type of ridges, or it's not completely smooth on both sides, you get too much pressure on one side, not the other, and it'll split it. Okay, this has got to be it, guys. This got to be it. Yeah, there we go. Number 10. And what I'll do, I'll take this number 10 bone saw, which is what it's meant to do. It's meant to cut bone. And I'll do just a simple push and pull. Now I've got the mark already etched into it, so I know exactly where the line's supposed to be. But getting it started again is not the easiest of things to do, because I'm not taking it down the middle. I'm taking it more towards the front percentage, you know what I'm saying? And this is a pull saw, it's not a push and pull. Well, I can use both ways, hell. And you can see it's cutting it pretty readily. Guys, you can see that? Probably not. Anyway, I got a good start on this line, and what I'll do is I'll finish it up when it gets to the depth of the jaws of the vise, and then I'll switch it around and go from there. Simple, simple. And I gotta make sure I keep this thing straight and parallel with the jaws, so I'm not cutting it at an angle. You can see these new saws really do the job. I mean, they really cut through bone. And don't let some wacko get any ideas out there, guys. You know, if you want to cut somebody's leg off or something, good luck with these things. It'll take a year. These are not that kind of bone saw. Oh, goodness me. And what kind of bugs me about this nut, is, like I said, it came out of a bad batch, I think. I don't see any fissures in it, but I got the worst feeling about this thing. Oh, God. But so far, so good. And getting it down to the rough width, I think I'm going to go ahead and put some file marks in it, or at least start the file marks in it. Make sure there's no problem there either. And I'm pushing way too hard on this thing. Just let the teeth do the job, David. Don't get crazy with it. But this little saw is extremely sharp, and it's doing its job on this nut very well. What was that? On my shop now. I hope there's no mice in my shop. Get out of here, mother. I gotta cut that. It's those little Johnny jokes. Everybody heard the little Johnny jokes about spelling? Teach your ass. People start spelling starting with the alphabet. Who wants to start spelling something with an A? And she looks over to Johnny, he's got his hand up, and goes, no, I can't call him. He'll spell ass or asshole or something. And next, she goes, who wants to spell a word that starts with the letter B? Well, Johnny, oh, well, teacher, me. She goes, no, I can't use him. He'll spell bastard or butthole or bunghole or something, you know. Can't use little Johnny. Anyway, they go to C. Now, Kat Dillon can't use him on that. She knows what he'll spell on that. Anyway, this little kid, Johnny, is just so frustrated. He keeps raising his hand up back and forth. And then the teacher finally gets to the letter R. And she starts thinking, what could he possibly spell nasty with the letter R? She couldn't think of anything. She said, all right, little Johnny, stand up in front of the class and tell them your word that starts with R. And little Johnny stands up and goes, my word is rat, R-A-T, rat, and with a dick this long. I'm sure I spoiled that joke, but anyway, I love little Johnny jokes. Anybody else know any? Please feel free to share. I love them. They're hilarious and a little bit naughty. Anyway, I may be able to cut 9/10 through this bone, or maybe I'll do it. And I just don't want to put pressure. I just want these teeth to do the job. And as I get closer to the edge, the more pressure on the jaw and the blade itself. Oh man, I've got to pull this out. Uh-oh, I don't want to hear that. I heard a crack. God damn it. No, please no. Oh, it wasn't a crack. It wasn't a crack I heard. Believe it or not, guys, this thing almost cut all the way through that bone, and it's just falling away at the bottom. Let's see. Here, guys, sorry. It's just falling away along the line. It's almost all the way through. And what I might be able to do is just go ahead and put it in the vise and finish this thing up. I'm going to cut this freehand, and I'm not that good. That saw all over the place. Anyway, got to pressure it though, that's the problem. I don't put too much on it for fear of cracking it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I get in there and I follow that same line. It's already there in one spot, and see if I can't finish it up. It sure would save a lot of time doing it this way if I can cut through this thing and not crack it. And boy, I tell you what, it does crack, I'm going to be a little upset. First one, I said some naughty, nasty words. Shame on me. And I'm staying parallel with the jaws. I can't believe there's that much left on this. Uh-oh. Get back where you belong. Come on, finish, you bastard. Alright, let's check it out again. Get it out of the vise. Get out of there. Out of the vise. Check out my cut. So far, guys, it's absolutely perfect. It may just fall apart. See this? Sorry, here we go again. Trying to show you something. See the light through the crack itself? It's just nothing hardly holding it in there. But I tell you what, I want to go ahead and try it. I want to try finishing it off by hand. I can't put it back in the vise. It's just squeezing it tight, and I can't cut through it that way. Let's try that. Let's just try to finish this off of it by hand. Or I don't know. No, I can't do it that way. Shit. How can I finish this off nice and simple? It's not going to go by hand, that's for sure. And I'm not going to chisel it. I'm not going to take that kind of risk of trying to split it away and have somebody follow off, you know, screw up at this point in time. So far, I've looked at my work clock. I've only spent like an hour and a half on this, getting it to this point. Okay, dokie, let's just drop it a few times. See if that splits it in half or breaks it all to shit. And of course, it's going to fall back, way back behind the desk. Little bastard. Little bones, you're driving me goddamn crazy. I don't even see it. Son of a bitch. Well, what are the odds I broke it? I still don't see the damn thing. Where the hell are you? Oh, it couldn't have fallen back that damn far. I got springs on it. Shit. I don't know, that rat picked it up and ran off with it. Thinking it was meat. He wanted to tease some with a bone. Little dog rat. There it is. I found my hacksaw. Okay, come here, you little bastard. Now the good news, it's still in one piece. It didn't split away, unfortunately. Knife's been split in two just perfectly. Okay, well, when you do these kind of things, what you do is you get your little feeler gauge. Hang in there, guy. Now, the smartest thing to do is get a little feeler gauge and place it inside the bone, the little splits. The real thin as you can get it, and then finish the saw up. If you do it all at feeler gauge and not in the way. And I may have to take the feeler gauge apart to get that done, which I don't mind doing. Or find something of the right thickness to put in there to help open up that area so I can continue to cut. And now I have the nut vice's jaws. Hold it down too much and prevent the saw from moving. Guys, almost done, guys. Look at this. Alright, here we go again, David. It's almost done. You can see the light through it of the cut. It's almost done. It's almost done. That makes sense. Alright, so here's my feeler gauge. What else do I have that's thin that I can introduce into that gap? I think that's it. This feeler gauge would be the best trick. Let's just, here can do it. And that's too wide. Yeah, that's too wide. Doggone it. I've got to get something that will work, and it's got to be around 10 thousandths or 9 or somewhere in that range to fit into the cut. And that's going to be with the feeler gauge, because that's the only thing I've got to come close. Okay, so go to the end of my feeler gauge, find the thinnest thing I've got, shit, which is what? 10 thousandths, same as the blade. So I can fit that in there. I sure can. Now, gonna put 11 in there to help spread it out. Yes, I can. Just how much more can I go to hold this thing apart while I finish the cut on it? That was 11. Sorry guys, but I'm just trying to monkey my way through this thing. That's a 12. That's not going to help much. Okay, I'm going to have to go up much more. 14, there we go. That should do it. Hold this bone open so I can get in there and do the job. That may be just too much. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's going to be like it, set up just about like that. So that the two little pieces will stay apart. Even when I put them in the vise, at least I got something to work with here. And I'll put it in there. Out like this. If anybody has a better way of doing this, let me know. Because the only thing I can think of is get these parts apart. Wait a minute. Which is left on this thing? It's not but a tip left. Damn it. Alright, so I want to hold it like that to help keep it spread even though it's under the vise. Like that. Get that saw in there, it finishes up. Yeah, it's holding it open. Okay, that may just work. Let's just give it a shot and see. Just gotta start that one spot at the end of it. That's got it. And it's following the line just perfectly. Alright. If my saw is deep enough, and it's not. I've already reached the edge of my saw. And it's just... Aha! You heard that, didn't you? I hope you did. Man, I hope you did. It just split perfectly. Let's see what it looks like on the inside, both sides. It's a little bit fissured, but it's the right thickness. And it just needs some flattening, right? Got a couple of fissures on it. They're not deep at all. It's more, not fissures, but it's more pushed outwards. In other words, I got extra to work with here on both sides. as well as this one. So now I've got two pretty much perfectly width, you know, nuts to work with. So if I bust one, I can do another one again. God, don't let me break another one. Now's the tricky part, guys. Now it's when I go in and I mark these, mark one, to do the filing on the slots. Get those started properly. Okie dokie. And I'll get a measurement here in a second. Jewel tool here. And where's that base at? I want to measure it against that base. So I'll take my good one, my best one, right? And go over there and finish this. Hang in there, guys. So what we got, guys, we've got everything just about set up to start these file marks or fireworks. We're going to file on them. Make sure I pull out the right ones. 85, 65, 42 is the guitar. And these are all my guitars. Where's my bass? Okay, here we go. 46 and a 105. Okay, so those are the 4 bass files I use. And of course I can always add to that width. It's a little bit bigger than that with a rat tail file I've got. Help spread it out. And what I want to do this time, before I go any further on this darn nut, oh baby, get closer. Before I go any further on this nut, right, I'm gonna put these file marks on here and start them. Make sure there's no issues with these. Now, these lines you see on the very outside, well, I'll use to use a Dremel to just you know, shave it right off. Just nice sharp edge to it. Get that done. And the reason I do that, give them a finished edge to it. You slope it, you take too much off. Just straight down, straight down. You still have as much bone left on it, which I want to do in this circumstance. I'm too afraid to take too much off of it. But without, without the without the slots in them, that's not going to do you much good. So I got to come in here and look and see how I got this set up. Start on 1 and find the center line of each of these marks I've made and mark that. A little pencil, a mechanical pencil. This is our 1. And once I find that center line, I'm going to mark that down right there. That's a little bit off. Go on the outside of that. Right there. Center line of this one. About there. Alright. Center line of this one. There. And the last one right there. Okay. Now I got the center lines. I know exactly how to set up my individual files to begin filing. Right? And I like to start off with the thinnest first, very simply because I don't want to dig into it too deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh God, don't want that to happen. So let's see. Make sure I got the right ones here. I've got too many files. What is this again? The 44 or 46? That's a 42. Alright. That'd be the right. That is the right width. Okay, so let's go with that. Let's start off with this one, right? The smallest one. And try filing it. Just get it started. Don't finish it. Just get it started. Get that line in there and then start working all the rest of it in case it just decides to crack. At this point, it shouldn't. I mean, I've done everything you should do to protect these things. But the real critical thing is to get really up on that center when you start that file work. Like where I am right now, it's perfectly centered on those lines. You don't want your vise to move any either. Just like that. Now, and if you feel you're moving around or at an angle or something, stop what you're doing and look it over once again. I want that to be perfectly up and down, up and down. Like that. Alright, so that's not too bad. I can live with that. It's a little bit on the inside, but that's okay because I can always adjust. Okay, so one side to the other. Let's see what happens. Of course, this is the part that I always hate the most. Those finishing work that you do after all this. I gotta straighten that out some. After you Okay, so this is the part I hate the most, is getting there and working these files on the very last part of the job when something unforeseen can go wrong. What the? What did I just hear? What the fuck? God, you rotten little bastard. Damn it, it's cracked. It chipped down this. I've had it. This is just bad. There's no way on earth I overpressured that bone. You dirty little. And it just fucking splintered. Unbelievable. Okay, now I like it. I can't do anything with it. It's just busted up. What else? I can't glue it. Well, I can't say what I want to say because somebody just came in. I want to say a bunch of nasty words right now, but look at this. Look how it's splintered. It's formed a crack right by that edge of that damn thing. God almighty. Well, guys, there's about another 2 hours down this shitter. Look at this. I don't think they're going to accept that. It's a finished product. You duck fuck. You damn duck. I've never seen, how would this happen now? Just split all the shit. And it split perfectly, guys. Just fissured. Look at this. It wasn't a bad spot. I could actually just put it back together. Look at that. See that? It holds together the way it broke. Unbelievable. Now I want this. Dirty duck fucker. I can't believe this motherfucker broke like this. I've just wasted 4 hours and I don't know how much videotape time. I cannot, I can't glue this. There's no way. Even if it did glue right, I can't do that to somebody. Well, guys, I've got to order some more bone. I can't keep working on this stuff. This is just no good. See what I've got? 2 pieces of junk, basically. You know, maybe make a toothpick out of them. You know. I know. These will become hemorrhoid tools. I can actually use that to... Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't think that I'd get sued. I tell you where I got the bones from. I'm sure they'd be pissed off I told you what kind of shitty product they've got. But I'm going to damn well tell them what I think about their stuff. And I don't know if you could tell or not, guys, but I was going really gently with this thing, doing my best not to have this same thing happen. And this is the second time. That's just, I don't care what you tell me, that's just bad bone. Bad to the bone, bone bad. Alright, well, I gotta tell this guy that I screwed up again. It's my fault. I should have ordered a different bone. Anyway, guys, I don't know if I put this in there or not. I don't think about it. Any questions? Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying? I still have one other here. I still have another piece, guys. I can still do the job. It's just as good. It's the same shape, same everything. The fixtures bulge outward, not inwards. But I spend another, well, hell, why not? I'll fix this one, right? I'll sharpen up the edges and do it. Okay, guys, I'm back with this bone again. Anyway, I want you to see this. I'm going to color it red where it broke. And of course, some of you will say, oh, you had it too hard in the clamp. You just put too much pressure on it. I don't think so. I don't think I did. You know, anybody's got an opinion, let me hear it. Let me know what they think. But I'm coloring it up so you can see the fissure itself, the crack itself. And how on the groove I was cutting, how much off it was. It wasn't on the groove. It was beside it. It wasn't on the groove. See, look. You can see this or not. I hope you can see this on camera. But you can see the groove is here in the edge of the groove, and this much past the edge of the groove. God, I hope you can see that. Man. And if you can't see it, take my word for it. And it's split almost perfectly, like a line split. You see that now? See a line? An extra little tip on it? Oh, you rat bastard. I can't believe this. You know, it's really bad. I gotta call the guy and tell him I've done it again. You know? Must think I'm some kind of total putz. Klutz and putz. Dave the Klutz putz. But I swear I was not putting a lot of pressure on that when it cracked. You know? I was only using one hand at the time, I think. So I couldn't put too much pressure on it at all. Anyway, let me know what you think if I put this up on video on the YouTube channel. I still have one left. I'll try to get it finished, let you see how it works out. Or I may wait for a different bone to come in. I think that's what I'll do. I'll order some more bone. I'm not going through this again. Not on shape up. I'm not going to have a crack on shape up. No way. I'll save this for later and make something out of it, you know. Make something to make fun of. But I'm going to save this. I'm going to save these pieces. First group I cracked, I threw them across the shop. I don't know where they are. They're still hiding underneath something. For fear of being smashed to bits with a hammer. You know. And it's too bad you can't do that. You can't break this stuff. You gotta take a hammer and smash it, you know. Even when it's thin, it's hard to break with your hands. That's why I can't understand it. I never had a bone crack on me like that. Never. You know, even thinner than this, I never had it, you know. When I think, oh, I gotta shim the sides up or the front and back up some, it's too thin. Never had it crack on me. Never. This stuff is tough as tough can be. I guarantee you. So why did it do it this time twice? I have no idea. So that's gotta mean it's just bad stock. Well, we're finally got down to it, guys. The P-base has finally got his nut finished on it, almost. all I gotta do is finish soaking some paper. I got some sandpaper here to wet sand it to finish off its width. And be a perfect fit for him. He's on his way to pick it up. So, once this paper decides to get nice and soaked, about 20 minutes, I'll get in there and I'll finish sanding this thing. And in the slot she goes, just right there. And so far the grooves are perfect in it. It's exactly the way I want them to come out. And the only thing is, I'm still afraid this thing's gonna break. It's already broken twice on me. It's like, damn, please not again. So I'm gonna soak my paper nice and long. I'm not gonna take a chance using dry sandpaper. I'm gonna make sure everything's going the way it should go. And then I'll finish it up. And he can pick it up and play it for us. Tell you what, I've worked more time on this little nut than I ever have before, and I think it's all due to I got a bad batch of bone from this one company. Of course, they were real apologetic, about it. They said that they hadn't heard anything about any other of their materials, but sent me a free replacement package. But that sure didn't take care of the time I spent on these things. And I almost finished both of them when they cracked on me. So I don't want this one to go the same way. So let's let that paper soak up that water so I can wet sand this thing and finish it. Okie dokie, so Scott came by to pick up his base after waiting 6 years for it. And two broken nuts later, we finally got him a bone nut in it. And I'm shit scared to touch it now. It's like this one's got jinx on it.
I hope not.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. Scott, go ahead and play for us. Play something for us. Wow. That is so smooth. What do you think, guy?
Feels great.
Pretty good?
There's little sharp points here, is the only thing that scares me.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. I got my file out ready for it, dude. Look at here. All set up to trim those. Oh, shit. It's all set up to trim those down. Now, I'm crossing my finger, it doesn't crack it.
You know what? I think the rattle this thing might need to be screwed down a little bit.
Okay, alright. Well, let's go ahead and cut away, guys. Any questions, give me a holler. Dave in Texas. Bye.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, you're welcome.